Help me, John. Help me, man. I got gophers everywhere. I set this damn trap of yours and I can't get it to work. You gonna do it? Show me how it's done, man.
Let's take care of it. So you said you're having problems with setting your gopher trap, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. So here we go. This is a cinch trap, and this is how you set it. It's fairly simple. You take the spring set here, which is part of the catch mechanism, and you fold this back. Takes a little bit of strength. Fold that back and take that set, the holding pin. There's two holding pins. The first one over to the right, and then the one on the right goes forward, and both of them into these little slots. Then you make sure that these set holding pins are pushed standing straight up and pushed all the way in.
So that little loop's got to be up in the air then.
Right, the little loop has to be up in the air and all the way out the loop. Then you slide the trigger, and the trigger holds the pin, just like that.
And you set it anywhere on that little loop, or do you set it right near the end?
No, you set it right for gophers. You're going to want to set it very sensitive, like that.
Okay.
And for moles, you're going to want to send it back farther because they tend to push dirt in front of themselves.
Okay. So this thing works for both gophers and for moles.
Gophers and moles. And this is a small mole trap because California gophers are a lot smaller. So anyway, there is the set, and this is how it works.
So is this specifically for moles or specifically for gophers? You said you called it a mole trap.
This is a smaller trap, a cinch trap, and it's for moles. Okay. But the gophers in California are much smaller, so this works perfect for them.
Okay.
So anyway, and this is how it works. This trigger, this area, the trigger and the trap itself go underground, and a gopher moves up through the center and then touches the trigger, and he gets caught.
Simple as that.
It's as simple as that. So we'll reset this now and set it into your...
All right, do it one more time. Show it.
Okay, so...
Okay, step one is you pull the trigger back.
Yep, well the trigger is over here. This is a spring set.
The spring, okay.
Right. Fold the pin over.
Okay, the first pin.
Into this little slot right here, you can see.
Okay.
Then the second pin crosses over the top of that and goes into that little trigger.
Okay.
Make sure the loops on the pins are in the up position and slid all the way in.
This and this have got to be up.
Right, okay. Then your trigger slides up, and you can release that pin, and now it's set.
Okay. All right, now show me how you put it in the hole. Now what... Okay, you found a hole. There's a feeding hole here.
No, this is actually a burrow.
A burrow.
I
heard you say feeding hole. What's the difference between a feeding hole and a burrow?
Well, a gopher will come out and feed, but he won't actually push all this dirt out and plug it.
Okay.
So, anyway, then this just goes right down in the hole, like that, and you want to set it off to the left. You want the trap, that U shape in the trap, right here, all the way on the left-hand side of the hole.
Why is that?
Because if the gopher passes by on the other side, and triggers the trap, it'll still pierce him.
Okay.
And probably kill him. And then you set your sensitivity. Once the trap's in, then you can set your sensitivity.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
You don't want it to go off while you're putting it in there. So.
Right.
So that's it. And then you leave the hole open?
Leave the hole open because a gopher is going to monitor his burrow system, and if there's an opening, he's going to come try and plug that to stop animals like gopher snakes from coming down the hole, and when he goes to plug that hole, he'll be trapped most of the time.
How long?
Oh, could be 15 minutes. Could be overnight. It just depends. Their activity's usually in the morning and in the evening.
Okay.
So
all right, because I set it over here, and I got nothing.
So, and that looked like it was a feeding hole that had been plugged.
Yeah, my neighbor's got a little dog, a little tiny dog, and I didn't want it to snap it, so I put that milk carton over the top of it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay.
Very good idea.
So a cat or a dog or anybody came along, I didn't want him to set the trap off, but I also didn't want it to snap him in the face with that little spring.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, good idea. So, anyway, now it's wait and see.
All right, thank you.
Okay.